Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I am Natalis Likens, and we are back with the more Pokemon ZA. So, from the last time, from earlier to now, we've literally just been sitting here with our Eevee, the one that we are going to hopefully train up to be a Umbreon. So, yep, we've just been sitting here chilling. I've ate, got some food in my belly, and we're ready to get back into it. So let's go ahead and get out of here. And I don't know. I don't think it's time based. I think just sitting there with your Pokemon is just a one-time deal. Yeah, okay, because we've been sitting there for, I don't know, at least an hour. It doesn't look like it's a time-based thing, so yep. We're just going to get on with it and maybe knock out this one quest that we left off on. So the last Flabebe we need, just as a reminder, we got the blue, we got the white, we got the yellow, we got the red, we need an orange. So that's the last one we gotta get. We got to find an orange one. I'm not entirely sure where the orange one is. I know I've seen it. Don't remember where I saw it at. Just as simple as that. I do not remember where I saw this at. And this is actually where... This is a spot for the EVs up here. The only other possibility is we still haven't seen the Flabebe for the one area. I severely doubt it's over there, but... Oh, there comes the night. I don't know how many day-night cycles we've missed out on this either, so... And before we get going too far in this, I do want to remind everybody that it is Halloween week. So what we are going to do for Halloween this year is we are going to play Dead Space, one of my absolute favorite games of the last 20 years. And I got the remake. I haven't played the remake. I'm hoping that it is just as enjoyable as it was originally. It is going to be slightly different with the fact that Isaac can now talk. I know the remake's been out for a little while and I haven't touched it yet. So people may be tired of that and maybe not. It's just, that's going to be what we do for Halloween this year. And we're just going to do that until we are done with the game. And we will be playing... We'll get back to Pokemon after we beat the game. We're not going to try and, like, 5-star it or complete it or 100% it or anything. We're just going to play it until we beat it. And that will be the Halloween thing that we do. I will not be able to stream on Halloween. I'm actually working Friday, so yeah, we're going to miss out on that. Oh well, nothing I can really do about it. So just be aware, be ready for that, because we're probably going to start that tomorrow. I have kind of a weird schedule this week. I am off Monday and I'm off Thursday. So those will be the 2 days to watch if there's no if, when I am live for that. Got all sorts of tiny mushrooms. As far as Pokemon is concerned, once we are done with that, we'll get back into some Pokemon. As far as the people that want to watch more of me playing Satisfactory, Satisfactory is not going away. We're not done with it. We got a lot more to do. I left off on getting aluminum. We had everything ready and then I just stopped because Pokemon ZA. Not really true. The real thing is I was hoping to do little bits and pieces of it here and there throughout the week and like do the evening streams that I can actually like get online after work. So far, that has been not possible, just to say the least. Like, I haven't had the time to do anything extra like that. But that is what the plan is. I am going to do my best to try and keep up with that and get that stuff going when I can. But for now, we're just going to focus on getting what we can done. Unfortunately, I just don't have the time to do a lot more else. Oh, there is a alpha semi-seer, pan-seer. I think you're red. I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's yellow. They got the clothing store on the inside of that? Like, where else can we check to look for the orange one? Oops. Actually, can that work on this? It can. So they do have a few different things that work on. That's the first moonstone I've seen. I did see you over there. Is this the circular? Yeah, this circles around to that. I don't see what we're looking for here. Oh yes, growl at it. Let me get you back out. I want to say the orange, I don't know where the orange one would have been. Like, I know I've seen it. I do not remember where it is, though. You know, and some of this, I wonder what would happen with these quests if you did every single quest with these shiny. Wrong button. Yeah, we still haven't seen whatever this is supposed to be. How is bulldoze affect a ghost? That literally makes no sense. It must be because it's... That's a big spider. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of spiders right there. I'm debating it. Like, I'm definitely debating trying to catch that. I mean, these ghastly are awfully low level. Watch. Pat rat. Honestly, I could probably use the EV on some of those. I don't know how well it would hold up against the ghastly because we don't have any moves. No, don't hurt my TV. Yeah, I don't know what is supposed to be over here. I want to check over here, see what's in this little area. Nothing. Okay. See, back behind here. No, it's not that way. It's this way. May even go up top up there. See, I thought I saw some over here earlier on in the game. It doesn't look like it. Okay. Yeah, not here. Where? I don't want to look it up. Where would the orange one be? No, that's the wrong. Okay, let's think about this. And I know we're still missing one over here. We haven't seen. Still haven't seen everything there. That's a Tanamo. Apparently we've missed a Poké Center? I don't know how I missed a Poké Center there. Yeah, I don't know where it could possibly be. Okay, so that's just an Ekans just sitting there. Is there not? I feel like there's a few park type areas, but see, there's no Pokemon walking around here. A lot of birds. And this is where we saw the, or heard the shiny sound, but I couldn't find it. It's apparently still here. Like, the Trubbish is the only thing I see. There's no other Pokemon here. Unless it's... I don't know. Like, apparently it's still here. Could that have been just like another sound from some other thing? No, it's definitely... How could it have not have spawned, whatever it is, wherever it is? I don't even know how to get up there. See, it's not the fletchling. It's not the Pidgey. Oh, it is a Pidgey. How's it still there? That's what I want to know. Like, literally, how is it still there? We found it. That makes no sense that it was still up there. So we got 2 bird shinies right in a row. Hello! I don't think I've ever seen a shiny Pidgey. Okay, that is so weird. How did that not despawn? I've been running all over the city. What? Well, we found it. That doesn't make a lick of sense to me. How did that not despawn? Like, what? Okay, I need a blue dog. I'd rather have it be the big one, but... Looking for a blue dog. No, I don't see any blue dogs. Who are you? You're red. You're yellow. We got this whole park area here, but oh, did we still miss the Pokesnet? We still missed it. It sounds like it's up here somewhere. I didn't think there was any more spots. I'm so confused. Is it the spinner rack?
Yeah.
It is. I thought that was the sound of an Eevee. I couldn't quite make it out well enough. Okay. I know one thing we need to possibly do is go off. I don't remember exactly where Dratini was at. We desperately, I want a shiny Dratini. Actually, I want two. I wouldn't mind getting an alpha, and then we need one to take all the way up to Dragonite. But I have a plushie. I don't know that you could even call it a plushie. It's a posable Dragonair, but it's shiny, so it's a pink snake sitting behind me. Still don't know where this orange one could be. It's got to be on top of a building somewhere. Or at least I'm thinking it's gonna be on a building somewhere. Isn't this... Couple of fletchlings. Can't quite make out what this is. No, you're red. Right? Looks like it's red. Oh, I don't want to look it up. I so don't want to look it up. There's got to be someone. Where is it? I don't think we have a choice. We're gonna have to look it up. Because I've been wandering around the city for way too long trying to find it. I can't tell what you are. Are you floating down to me? You're blue, aren't you? You look blue. Yeah, you've got a blue flower. How do you even get up there? Oh, that's from behind. Or that's from near Hotel Z. Oh. Imagine if we found out Alpha Riola. Where do we even get Riola at? I actually don't remember where we caught Riola at. High places, only when it's sunny. I don't mind finding a big... Get a big one, have it evolve. That would be amazing. Oh, it's nighttime. Nighttime! Daytime. Nighttime! So... You know, there's so many Ghastly around too. I'm surprised we haven't come across a shiny Ghastly yet. I don't hear Eevee, so I don't think it's up here. Yeah, it's not up here. really have to look this up. Please don't make me look it up. I feel like it's gotta be in the one spot because we've caught all the others and this is... This is still showing Flabebe right there at the bottom left as not being caught. So I feel like it's got to be over here. It's got to be inside here. I mean, that's the only reason I can think of that it's showing up as not being caught. Oh, is that it? It's not a Flabebe, that's a Floette. Have I been saying that wrong the entire time? Okay, so this is the evolution. This is the middle stage. Does this thing seriously have 3 stages? It seriously has 3 stages, doesn't it? Do I really need to catch one? It's not what we're after, but that should complete this zone. Yep. Completes this zone. It's not what I want though. I feel like every time we come here there's an alpha flex on there. That could be one of the ones that just is constantly there. Advertisement for headphones. I'm not sure what that was. It's like a romance thing or something? Looks like that's an emolga right there. A lot of bunnies. Oh, there's a panpour up there. Dawn is approaching. Tell Dawn to go home. Wait, is there not a way up there currently? I could have sworn I've been up there. I don't see any kind of bridge that allows me to get there. Yeah, there's a colorful screw over there. I can see it. We haven't gotten it yet, so I'm guessing we haven't found a way over there yet. I may have to look this up. Yeah, I got fun. I'm just gonna have to look it up. Hang on. Let's go. Because you don't have to go this way to where Eevee is. Or more correctly, where Eevee can spawn. Yeah, there's not one there. There's nothing here. It's kind of wild that there's nothing here. We need one more for that quest. Where is the orange one? Alright, yep, this time Alright, we've been running around the city far too long. Where's the orange one? What are we looking up for? I think we're on Psychic. Psychic Fairy. Because Floette and Flabebe are fairy types. Flabebe, where is orange? Orange, 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 blue. Orange is in the blue district. It doesn't say, it just says it's in this district. Orange is in blue district, June district, magenta district, rogue district, and vert district. It does not say where in those districts. It doesn't give a specific location. So I guess we just gotta run around until we find one. What it does not say is that it's in a wild zone. So it's definitely not there. It does say it's in the rogue district, so let's find some places to get on top of and look. Because I haven't seen one. Trubbish. I just want to knock this place out because I'm tired of it. So, hello Esper. Spritz, Budu, Pidgeotto. There's another Spritz. What Spritz's? What's its shiny? I actually have no idea. It's one of the few Pokemon I don't know what its shiny looks like. Hello. Yeah, your counterpart over there is a lot darker, but now that I'm like away from it, they look about the same shade. And I didn't hear any kind of telltale sign of it being shiny. You know, they have a very small amount of Pokemon in this, now that I think about it. A very small amount. Because there's only the two birds. Of all the bird Pokemon they could have put in, we have Pidgeys and Fletchlings, and that's it. Now the Bombardier thing, the bomb, the stork, that should be in here somewhere. I haven't seen one yet. Is there anything up here? I don't feel like this is a good area for Flabebe to be. That's a weird thought. So, for whatever reason, the name Flabebe. Hello, Esper. You look so sad and lonely. For whatever reason, the name Flabebe has got me thinking about an old cartoon or an old anime, more correctly. I don't know if many of you have heard of it. It was called Bobo 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 Bobo. Yep, that's the name of it. I don't know how many bows are in that, but it's a lot of bows. Okay, it's not here. It's a Badu. I mean, there's a garden there, but I don't see any. It says the orange flower can be found in this district. See, that's red, and that's yellow. It's about the only place I've seen any. Let's see, we just came from over there too. We just looked around that. Can I get up there somewhere? Okay, let me pull up the... So orange is pretty much all the districts. It says it can be found in any of them. Yeah, it says it can be found in any of them. Let's start right on that. Because I keep forgetting to get that. It literally says it can be found in any district, and I haven't seen one. One. We haven't seen one. Also, we can go and sell a bunch of stuff. So there's a red one. Yeah, no, see, you're red as well. Do I have to knock them out or something? For a new color to spawn? The hotel is for guests. It's a fancy hotel. Man, I went to a fancy place yesterday and I felt so out of it. On one of the routes that I run, there's a wine. It's not really a winery. It's a really small building, but they have like wine tasting and everything. And I had to deliver a package there, and I felt like so underdressed walking in there. Forget the facial hair. Like, just what I was wearing. I was like, I'm in jean-like pants, and I've got, you know, a hoodie on over the top of my shirt, I don't want to say uniform because I don't have a full uniform. Freaking 6 months coming up on 7 months that I still don't have a full flipping uniform. This place is ridiculous. I've pretty much given up on them ever giving me a full uniform. I've stopped asking about it, and they've stopped whining about what I wear. Because apparently they don't care enough to get me a full uniform. Because every time they've complained at me, I've been like, well, you guys only gave me like 3 shirts. They're not even matching shirts. They're not even for your company. Like, I have I have 3 shirts that aren't even for you. I would love to have one of you guys be blue. So here's orange flowers. No. Yeah, yellow. You are yellow, right? Yeah. Pretty sure you're yellow. God, when do I get one of these guys? I want one of you. You're amazing Tyrantor. So we need flowers. We need an orange bouquet, please. Because supposedly they're everywhere. I haven't seen one. But I'm guessing it's got to be like it's got to be up on top of a building somewhere. I know I've seen it. The thing is, I don't know where I saw it. Let's see, I haven't gotten up there yet because there's a screw up there. How do you even get up there? Okay, yeah, this is not accessible yet. I wonder if that's like a progress thing, where it's locked behind the progress. I mean, I severely doubt it's locked behind the progress, but there is that chance that it actually is off of the progress. Hey, Pain's here. Okay, yeah, I don't see anything here. What? No. Hello! How are you, little butterfly? Oh, I see why I haven't gotten that one. We need... There it goes. I hit it. Hi, Clubfoot. Oh, it's a big pearl. Wait, is it actually raining? It's raining. What? I didn't know there was weather effects in here. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. We found it. We found it. We found it. Just hit it. Yes, there it is. We got it. Okay. Finally. Where was your quest at? I don't remember. Nope, nope. No, we need to... Where's my pen at? I keep forgetting to do this. Oh, it's night. Oh, it's you. Go. Oh, no. Oh, well. Forget it. Forget it. We don't need the items that badly. Forget it. I need to go unlock this. Because I keep forgetting to step inside this one, and that's all I gotta do is step inside of it. Literally not that hard to do, I just keep forgetting to... Fine. What's up here? There's not even a Pokemon up here? And then up here... I'm sorry? Okay. Here it is, and here's the other Nurse Joy. The last Nurse Joy, I hadn't seen her yet. And just like that, we're back up to 2,000 on these. Cure itself of poison. Is there a Luma Berry tea? If you can't tell, I don't need these. We're finding just so many of them, and we don't really have a use for them. All they're gonna do is just constantly collect up in our bags, so we might as well just sell them. Okay, the Pokeballs, I'm getting to the point where I'm just like, okay, we're collecting those. Yeah, go ahead and kill my Pokemon. That'd be great. I mean, the sound has changed a little bit, but I'm so glad that sound has not gone away. They haven't changed it completely. The actual, like, maybe the tone has changed a little bit over the years. But the actual, like, sound of it hasn't changed. If you know what I'm saying. Sword Dance. Oh, and flash cannon. Okay. And so we need to go here. And where's she at? She's here. Alright. Hang on. Oh. Okay, we don't need them in our party. New colors are available. Yeah, we didn't need these in our party. Wait, what is going on here? Is there a new one here? No, it's just... Okay. It's got different listings for ZA and Scarlet and Violet as far as these guys are concerned. I have a blue one. You want to see the blue one? I may catch another blue one and evolve it all the way up. Dun, 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 dun. Aqua, purple, and passion pink hair colors are now available in the hair salon. Wait, we showed her 5 colored Pokemon and it only unlocks 3 colors? What? Why? 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 Oh no. Oh no, it unlocked more. We got yellow, white, aqua, orange, purple, blue, red. We got passion pink. And then that's it. Do we not get anything to... Oh yeah, I forgot we did do the two-tone, but the base color is just too dark. I forgot that we actually did do the two tones on this. You just can't tell it because we did 2 colors that are pretty close together. Oh, we got pitch black now. Nice. Yeah, see, if I did something like that, you could definitely tell the 2 colors, but... Okay. I'm sorry? Okay, that's just that. Okay. So I do remember, now that I'm thinking about it, so we've been getting EVs here, and then somewhere here? Is it here? I think it's somewhere here, is the Dratini. I don't think it's here somewhere. What's it? Did we have to get up there to get to it? Was that it? Because I think I remember this. I feel like this is it. And what is that sound? Oh, shoot. Yeah, because it's up here. It's over there. Yeah, that's it. We're going there. Oh, shut up, Scrappy. Because I want my pink snake. Okay, that's definitely blue. We come over here and it should despawn. I remember somebody saying this would be like super easy too. But we did it quite a bit like the first day, and then we didn't find one. Granted, I don't think we did enough to actually find one, but I really want to get a alpha and get that really big boy Dragonite. And get even bigger Mega Dragonite. What level is this? Can we catch it? 39. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Shall we try and cheat the system here? Let's try this. Let's see what happens. Like, maybe we'll catch it, maybe we won't. I don't know. Okay, you know what? We're already up there. I think we'd probably almost have better luck just trying to get the shiny. Oh, it's mad. Oh, you know what? This one's female too. I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's get back to trying to shiny hunt it. Oh, shiny Catherine, give me your luck. And there's no real method to shiny hunting in this game either. It's all about luck in this one. It's still. Oh, now it's Dragoneer. I want ones. I want two of them. I want one to make a Mega Dragonite, and then I want one to just leave it as Dragoneer. Because shiny Dragonite is such an atrocity. Because Dratini and Dragonair are such a... They're probably the only pink shiny you're gonna see me hunt. But it's such a good one. It is so good. Like, Esper, I would get Esper just to have the pink Esper. I mean, evolving it and it turns yellow, no thank you. I'd rather have blue. I'd much rather have the regular color than the shiny one on Meowstic. Dragoneer, on the other hand, Dragonite, I'd rather have regular Dragonite and give me the shiny Dragoneer. Is there any others like that on? Like, I'd rather have the... Yeah, there are. So, shiny Jolteon, I mean, there's no difference. It's like Pikachu. It's so similar that it's just like, why is that even considered shiny? I don't like shiny Espeon because it's freaking green. It's a bright green Pokemon. Like, no thank you. I really feel like shiny Leafeon, they missed an opportunity there. I really feel like they did. They should have made shiny Leafeon like fall colors, like have it have browns and dark yellows or browns and reds on it, instead of like just increasing its saturation. That's all they did. Like, they just cranked it up a little bit. I don't see that Goomy down there. I want that Goomy. I haven't caught Goomy yet. I love Goodra. Goodra's a good Pokemon. It's yet another one that I don't really use too often because it's situational. Like, pure poison types, I just feel like they're too situational. You need them for specific reasons, and that's about it. Otherwise, just get poison moves on something. Like, I believe we can get Poison Jab onto Greninja. I mean, granted, our team right now is not exactly balanced. I really need to go through and find some different clothing, because I'd rather have blue on than red. Blue is more my color, though I have been told I look a lot better in red. So this kind of fitting now to think about it. Especially considering that I consider myself like a fire trainer. I don't mean that I use fire full teams. Like, no, you'll never find me doing that unless I'm going to do a specific playthrough, which I would need donor equipment for. FYI for the future. Yeah, whatever. But 90% of the starters that I pick are usually fighters. Fire. there's like one set that I would rather have something else, and that's Gen 6. I'd rather have Brokey. Actually, like Gen 9, I won't even pick Gen 9. I don't like any of them. Unless we're talking just their base forms. Definitely give me Sprigato, however you want to say that. I love Sprigato. It's such a cute little Pokemon. It's adorable. Not as adorable as an Eevee, but I'd rather have the dog type than the cat types. I'm not a big cat person. I don't mind cats, but give me a dog any day. Which my dog is downstairs with all the other dogs. That's kind of where he belongs at the moment. I try, sometimes I try to bring him up here and keep him with me, but he gets antsy, and it's kind of weird. Like, he has major abandonment issues, even though he's never abandoned. But he gets kind of fussy if I'm not around, and I think I know exactly why. It was how he was raised, and by that I mean, if I wasn't here loving on him, nobody was. They were specifically doing that so he associated love with me, and it seems to have worked. Not until recently, though. Recently is where he's really like. He's been like, oh, okay, I'm yours. Okay, it's back there in the corner. It's definitely not shiny. So, yeah. He's a good dog. I love my dog. His name is Sir Coco Latte of family name. I'm not going to say of lichens. It's my real name. Which those that know me know my real name, of course. Well, duh, they do. In real life, that is. Everybody else on the channel lichens. And subscribe. Subscribe for me being a failed shiny hunter. Because I imagine by now Shiny Catherine's probably gotten... She said she had another... Yeah, I know, I keep talking about her. It's just something to talk about. Like, trying to connect with other people. Like, I watch YouTube too. I watch other people. I don't do it as much anymore because the job I'm working, but I still like watching people. Like, I haven't watched Mikey and John, PM7 and M&J Plays. I haven't watched them play ZA yet. I also haven't watched Pimp Knight. Pimp Knight is more of a... He's not more of a... He does battling a lot more than he does like shiny hunting and catching videos. Like PM7 and Mikey do a lot of catching videos. Like, Mikey does a lot of playthrough videos more. Like, I'm going to limit myself to doing this, or I've got to use this Pokemon, or I've got to use these Pokemon. They also do a lot of Nuzlocks. I've never attempted a Nuzlocke. Though, I would like to do that, but I don't have enough time of day, and there's just too many games out there. Like I was saying earlier about the Halloween this year. Like, we're going to play Dead Space. The original Dead Space, but the remastered version. I can't see it. And then we'll get back to Pokemon ZA and Satisfactory. Satisfactory is going to be on the days that I can stream, because we got a lot of progress we got to do, and it's just little bits and pieces we'll have to put together here and there and do little things and just work on it as we go. Dead Space, in order to get through it, we're going to do every single day that I am not working, except for Sunday. I think we're going to reserve Sunday for Pokemon. But every day that every day that I'm off, we will be in Dead Space until we beat that game. And once we beat it, we'll be doing Pokemon ZA from then on. And we're probably going to be doing Pokemon Sundays. Does that sound good? How does Pokemon Sunday sound? It just sounds frustrating to me, because then I only get to play it like once a week. The Dragonair. That's a normal Dragonair. It's not a... Wow. This is the first time we've seen a normal one. Usually their alphas over there. Come on. But I seriously wonder how long it's going to take us. See, there's an alpha one. I would like to find an alpha. That would be an alpha shine. That'd be amazing. Though, we got the problem that I don't know if we can catch it. We don't exactly have the levels on our team at the moment. Unfortunately, it takes a few seconds for it to despawn and respawn. Once we get 2 of these, because I really do want to, we might go and try and do the trick I saw Shiny Catherine doing, and that's going to Zone 3, or Wild Zone 3. So Wild Zone 3 has that little Look, there's another non-alpha Dragoneer. Anyway, it's got a... What do you call that? It's got a grave over there. I don't know, I can't think of what it's called. But you can go in and out of it to go to the top floor and then go down. And apparently... how did she word it? Like cutscenes? Transition scenes. Despawn and respawn all of the Pokemon in the area. So if you find one of those to do that, you can potentially find Chinese a lot quicker by just going back and forth, back and forth. Just exactly like what we're doing right now, only you're doing a scene transition. And she ended up finding a Skiddo, a shiny Skiddo, a shiny Pancham. I think she found a shiny... No, she found a shiny... What's it called? The lion. Litleo. She found a shiny Litleo. I think it was before that point, actually. Okay, so that's a... Oh, I meant to talk about this. So there was a convention in town about a month ago. Unfortunately, I couldn't go, I was at work. My little brother went over there, and did not know that he did. There was a couple of big voice actors that were going. I don't remember which ones exactly, but it's the English voice actor for Goku, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, was there. And my little brother got 2 Goku figures, and he signed both of them. So that was a birthday gift from my little brother. That's amazing. I love it. If I had my real-life camera up, I would grab those and show you, but I don't have my camera working. Not that I would really want to see my ugly mug, because I've got this up so I can see the Eevee there bouncing around on the screen. I need to find one of those for Halloween. I don't know what we're going to do with that for Halloween. We may just keep the Eevee there just for when we're doing Pokemon stuff. One of the things I was hoping to do with my... Oh, shoot. With my channel was, I wanted to do the Eevee army. So all of the followers would be, like, part of the Eevee army. And that would be our little thing, but I was like, that doesn't really work for YouTube and everything. Like, all of our followers be part of the EV army. But that doesn't really work for YouTube. Oh, is that an Alpha Panzer? It is. I don't care about it. I was just like, ooh. Ooh, piece of candy. I don't care about the candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Well, I don't care about the candy. Ooh, another piece of candy. Well, that's scrappy. Do I? Yes, I have caught one of you. I think the only thing we're missing at this point is the starters. I know there's still more that we haven't caught. That's because we haven't seen anywhere for them to be caught. We haven't unlocked the zones yet, so... I don't think that's a shiny. I feel like I could be doing this for like days, trying to get this. I don't have the luck of some of the shiny hunters. Like, the shiny hunters have huge luck. Especially considering they have followings and everything, and I you know, I have a lot of followers. I never have viewers. Yeah, and yes, I'm aware. Don't focus on that. Like, somebody was saying on... They were asking that on X, and somebody posted, yeah, I just turned the follower thing off and don't worry about it, and I just stream. And that's what I've been doing. If you haven't heard me say it before, this is just something I do now. I stream. I'm not doing it for any other reason than to just do it. In hopes of one day, maybe it'll lead to something, but so far, nothing. In 7 years, it hasn't changed. Does that mean I'm doing something wrong? Yes, absolutely it does. And I know what that thing is. It's not being consistent. There's nothing I can do about that. There's literally nothing I can do about that. I've had, in the last 7 years, I've had 4 different jobs. 4? Has it really been 4? No, it's only been 3, because I was working at Nordson. I was there for about 3-4 years. I got sick of it and its people. Nordson's a good place, but that particular plant, like, that was probably the best job that I've had, to be perfectly honest. The problem was the actual environment and the people was just horrible. Then I worked at M&M Mars. M&M Mars is probably the most laid back that I've ever done. And if you're a Mars person, don't hate on me, okay? But your people are idiots. And I got in trouble for saying that. I also got in trouble for, something else. We're not going to talk about that. If you're Mars and you know me, you know what happened. I'm not going to talk about that. That's my own stupid fault. And now I'm working for a contractor doing delivery. And it is the worst job I think I've done. Like, I do not recommend delivery for anybody. Unless you're going to UPS or USPS. Because they pay a heck of a lot better. And also, I don't know how they work. I don't know if you work directly for them. I do not work for FedEx. There. I said it. FedEx. I don't work for FedEx. I work for a contractor that works for FedEx. And I can't stand it because the hours are absolutely an atrocity. From May to about mid-September, I was working 50 to 60 hours every single week. Like, it is ridiculous. The only reason that changed here recently is because so the contractor, it's kind of hard to explain. Like, the contractor takes different contracts in different areas around the country, probably around the world, actually. So they may do, like, a city in one area, then a city in another area, then a city in another area. We cover technically one city, but it's all the cities around there, which calling them cities is just ridiculous. But if I had to call it a one-horse town, that would be incorrect. It'd be more like a half-a-horse town. That's how small it is. Now, all the housing out there is insane. Like, it's in terrible places. Just awful places to go and deliver. We keep getting non-alpha drainers over there. But, yeah, so it's a really small area with people that live in some of the most bizarre locations. Like, honestly, if you're out there watching this and you live in the Rocky Mountains somewhere, or you're a delivery driver out in the Rocky Mountains, or in, like, ridiculous parts of the Smoky Mountains, you know what I'm talking about. This isn't suburbs and nice, easy driving and everything. Like, these vans and these vehicles get beat up going up and down these mountains. And these people are just constantly ordering stuff, and you're like, what? How am I even supposed to... How do you live there? Like, there's one, I kid you not, their driveway goes right through a river. There's no bridge. No. It goes through the river. Our instructions are to leave it at the top of the driveway. If you are straight up, like, actually work for FedEx, you're not working for a contract or anything, and you're going to tell me to drive to their houses, you need to get your butts out there and see the BS that we have to put up with, because it's ridiculous. Most insane stuff I've ever seen. They have signs everywhere about where not to leave packages. I'm like, yeah, you do realize that 90% of what we deliver has to be in those places? Like, the biggest one that we're not supposed to do is mailboxes. No. There are some places where we have to put it at the mailbox. We can't get those vehicles back there, and there's no reason for us to be back in those areas anyway. But there's one where I went to deliver it one day, and the people at it's like a car garage, like car repairs and everything, in the middle of nowhere. And the guy stopped me and said, hey, you headed up there to deliver? Yeah, don't. Give it to us, we bring it to them. Yeah, your vehicle's not going to make it up there. Don't even go there. Okay. And ever since then, if I've got to go that way, I drop it off right there at that garage. Haven't heard a single complaint, so it's got to be a real thing. Yeah, I never understand, like, how the conversation can move from one topic to the next, and then next thing you know, you're talking about, like, we could start a conversation about Aliens and Aliens 3, and next thing you know, we're talking about the boo-boos. I don't know how you put those together. If you know how you put those together, tell me down in the comments. Start a conversation that, starts with aliens, and I'm talking about Alien, like Sigourney Weaver aliens, and then, like, connect it over to Laboos. I'd love to see that. That'd be hilarious to read. Like, how did you go from aliens to talk about Laboos? Well, blah, 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 blah. Like, I did that with one of my co-workers the other day. I got to talk about all my high school friends, which he didn't really care for, I could tell. But, I was like, wait, how did we go from talking about work to me talking about my high school friends? And what it was is, one of the guys that I work with, he, I swear, looks like one of my friends. Granted, you're talking to people because we're older now, everybody's got lives, got jobs. In fact, the one guy that he reminds me of is married with 3 kids, so I don't really get to see much of them anymore. Or much of him or any of the others. Which is why I'm constantly posting online to find somebody to play games with. Because I feel like if I could hook up with another streamer or two, and like have them to chat with, people might actually be more interested in hearing me interact with somebody else. I know, I've talked about this before, I know that sounds like I'm trying to use somebody, and technically, yes, you're right, I can't deny that, because that's exactly what it sounds like. But the concept there is, hearing interaction between two people. Like, you hear two people talking, and they're having a good time and everything, you're more apt to watch that. Me, on my own, just talking about whatever? Yeah, no. No. Though, for whatever reason, I did notice that people seem to really like my Satisfactory playthrough. I don't understand that. And I feel like I found my niche with that and possibly Redstone. Whoa, we were like way off the edge there. How we didn't fall, I don't know. Not a shame. It's like my little brother's always told me, shiny hunting, that is. Like my little brother's always telling me about certain things, you just gotta get stubborn. Trust me, I'm like past the point stubborn. I just thought about the alphas and the idea that they're bigger. I wonder if that came from Pixelmon. Because in Pixelmon, one of the things that a lot of players I used to play with on different servers would do is they would go around and purposely look for the smallest version of a Pokemon. And then one day up in out of the blue, they were talking about that, and I was just like, well, I'm going to start getting the biggest possible. And it was a lot of fun. There's some that are really big. It's like ginormous, and it's hilarious. Especially when you would put like the smallest versions next to the biggest versions. Oh my gosh, the size difference was insane. Except I still haven't shown my Alpha Glade, which came with an unexpected surprise. Actually, both of my Glades came with an unexpected surprise. Oh, we gotta move you. Oh, right, that's a Fluet. It's not the Eternal Fluet, though. Huh? Ooh. I lost train of thought just then. Yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna bring up something specific, but another Dragoneer that's not a alpha. That's unusual. But we're seeing a lot of them. We're just not seeing shinies. The other day when we first started this, we never saw it rain, and now we've seen it rain twice today. I don't understand what's going on here. I think that changes any of the spawn rates. I did notice that there was another change. It said that Flabebe is more likely to spawn when it's sunny. There wasn't any kind of weather the other day. The weather's new. There's an Alpha Dratini. Come on. I want a flippin'... I want a shiny, please! No. I want a bench up here or something so we can, like, just constantly cycle. How many in-game days have passed since we started on this? Like 3? 4? Oh, please don't fall off. Something else I don't understand about shiny hunting. Watching that video of Shiny Catherine, and she found a couple of alphas that were shiny. In all the games that have alphas, I don't think I've seen one shiny alpha. As far as I know, alphas are shiny locked. I haven't seen one. Yeah, there's another alpha. You know, imagine when we do get this, it's such a bright pink that we'd be able to tell right away. Well, it's not a bright pink, it's just such a deep pink. It's not going to look anything like the blue Dratini. Yep, no. Nope. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, the Goomies down there now. Doobie doo, go on vacation. Beware the penguins. Which is going up time for that. The cold, that is. Cold and penguins. It must be like another friend of mine, he's obsessed with penguins. Is it getting foggy? Yeah, it's getting foggy. I can't. Like, the color's desaturated, but I still think that it would be easy to see. I can't tell where you are. You're facing me, so I can't see your back. No, it's definitely blue. Is there not another spot for Dratini? Like, is there not a spot where there's a lot more of them? Though, the thing online was saying this is the best spot because you can easily, like, spawn in and spawn out. Because you're going around this bush, that's all you're doing. Yeah, I can't tell from the fog. But honestly, we're so far away from it, I feel like we would be able to spot we would still be able to spot the pink. I don't know how many days we would have to do this to get it. So like I said, we're going to start Dead Space tomorrow. That's going to be the Halloween thing that we do. We'll start it tomorrow, we'll do part of it Thursday, and then I don't know what my schedule is next week, but we'll do that until we are done. Which, last time with Alien Isolation, I think it was almost into the new year before we finished it. And that's because we had a lot of deaths and trying to figure out where to go and everything. I would like to go catch the Goomy. Alright, let's take a few minutes. Wait, was that an alpha? Is that just a real start room? I think it's just a real start room. Hello, Goomy, you're actually pretty strong. There we go, we got Goomy. Oh, I guess I haven't caught everything. Yeah, that's right, I hadn't caught a Goomy yet. That was actually surprisingly easy, too. Is the time change not gonna happen? Like, what's going on here? Why do we still have this fog? It's an alpha. It's another alpha. So now the sun's going out. Yes, yes, yes. That lighting, I can't tell. Sorry, you're just too far away in that lighting. Hello. You're not what I'm looking for. It's close enough that if you were, you would have been going bring, 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 whatever that sound is. Bring. Hello? What? I'm sorry? What happened? Where'd you go? No, don't do this to me. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Badoo. Despawn, I feel like we need to go off the words. A little bit of that. A little bit of Doctor Who for those that don't know. What is Doctor Who up to these days? I haven't watched any Doctor Who in a while. But I'm actually surprised because I love David Tennant as Doctor Who. And I didn't watch any of his return. Okay, it has definitely despawned. Like, completely. I don't know where it went. I said the sun's getting low, but the sun hasn't gone down yet. What is going on? Like, seriously? What is happening? I wonder if the sun really does move. Okay, so this should reset. Yeah, so this right here should reset it. It should start appearing there. Uh-oh. No. That's ruining my plan of shiny hunting this thing. Shoot. Well, shoot. I forgot I still had that on. See, that's not blue though. I don't know why you'd say that's blue, that's not blue. Yeah, that's not really blue, that's more purple. So that's kind of what I was looking for, as a slight, like, variation in the color. But it says gold. I wanted to find one that's, like, brown. Like, okay, so it says it's gold too. Classes. No, that's not it. See, that does not the right shape either. Okay, yeah, that's this. feel like they did some of these color combos on purpose to make them as ugly as possible. So the other one is there. We gotta wait for it to respawn over there. I don't know what caused it to despawn, but that's one of those that should be a permanent spawn. We should see that every time, but for whatever reason, sometimes the stuff just despawns. No, I don't think it's you. Yeah, here's this headset. Now, I do like this because it's gold, but I think silver would actually be more fitting. But see, that's what my Minecraft character is supposed to have on his head. He's supposed to have a headset and his glasses. They're not the same piece, it's two separate pieces. Why would I bring that up? Because I have been looking at potentially getting a custom avatar made. Okay, see that's the right shade of blue. That would match that. I don't care for the socks though. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and buy that. Well, I didn't mean that. So that goes good with this. I don't like the socks though. Those are kind of boring. I don't know why you'd be wearing a crop top as dude. Okay, so those are like up there. I don't know where that one jacket is. You see, a jacket that's not a guy's jacket. It's not a dark brown on it either. Neither is a cardigan. Like, this just annoys me. And the fact that you can put that on a male character is ridiculous. And me saying that doesn't really prove anything. Yeah, the more I look at this, the more I realize, yeah, that's definitely a female set of overalls. That's a hairstylist. Female shorts. Romper is a girl's outfit. This is just boots. It's like they purposely made everything ugly so that you'd be forced into buying certain styles. Also, I put it on that just because you'd never be able to know. I really was hoping they had like a brown patchel somewhere. But they don't. There's not a single one that's actually brown. Yeah, I mean, you got the round one that in the gold color kind of looks like brown. It's not actually brown. So we got plain t-shirts here. Can't see that well enough. Yeah, I did buy brown boots. Pumps. That's hairstyle. Upper with a hood. Ooh. I really like those. That with the blue would look really good. Don't these have a black hoodie? Like the gray is as close as you can get. There's this stupid thing again. Yeah, we bought the black cargo pants. I was not even listed here. But technically, we should have had like a blue one. There's not a blue one though. Pretty sure I've looked through everything. There's not a blue. And that's another thing I've noticed. Everything is socks and tights. There's no just socks. Again, I say, like, all of the fashion in here is made specifically for the women in mind. There's no just regular socks. Maybe that's regular socks, I don't know. That looks like regular socks. And actually, I wanted to look at the shoes. Those aren't so bad. No. And see, some of these, I don't understand why they come with their own socks. That makes zero sense. I'm gonna get those. Oops, I didn't mean to actually wear them. I did it again. I did it twice in a row. I didn't mean to actually put them on. I mean, eventually we need to go through and buy everything. Anyway. See, this is the round case. It's just a simple... It's got no design on it, it's just colored. Earrings, I don't care about earrings. And yes, I do have some earrings. We bought some. Because I was experimenting, seeing, like, what... Aren't those boyfriend shorts? Okay, those little socks are much better. Yeah, isn't that like boyfriend shorts right there? I swear that's what that is. How come I haven't seen those till now? Skinny jeans, full coat, loafers. Again, I feel like that's female's outfit. Okay, the other one is here. I feel like this is the shopping center I constantly forget about. So there's the crop top again. There's the biker jacket. Like, I really like a biker jacket, except for that. Like, I would want to get rid of that somehow. I don't understand the jumpsuits either. Oh yeah, that's what we're wearing. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy the black clothes. I keep forgetting things. I keep forgetting that. Come on. Frog, bottom, shark. I'm not a big fan of those. All these ridiculous shorts, kimono. How does the kimonos work? We're not gonna do that. Asymmetrical tights. Yeah, no thank you. And pull over. shorts. The only actual skirt in the game, and like I said, it's got that. Yeah, we bought these. It's got that ridiculous stripe down the leggings. You can't get rid of leggings. The leggings are always there. And I just realized the bottom of the leggings are black. Oh no, stay. Jumpsuit. Pattern tights and socks. Canvas sneakers. Not what I'm looking for. I gotta find one of the other shops that has that. That's new. I don't remember seeing that. Strawberry? Yeah, the tube talks like that annoys me. It so annoys me. Why is that something I can get? I don't understand these either. That's a weird looking shoe. Where is... Oh yeah, this is the one that's blue and red. I think this is supposed to be a nod to Sword and Shield. I'm not sure what that symbol is though. Is it supposed to be a coconut? No, not. It says wood grain. Oh, maybe that's that. Yeah, this is some of that black and white. Yeah, you get the blazers. Skinny jeans. Love the beret. I don't like the berets. I'm surprised, like, as much as I wear hats, I don't like any other hats in this one. But then again, very rarely, never? No. I've never played a male character until recently. I'm surprised I don't have a pair of combat boots that are brown. No, those are just fugly. Are we done? Are we back around now? No, not yet. Yeah, here it is. We did get those. There's not one that's just straight up blue. I thought there was one that was straight up blue. Yeah, then you got this, and I don't like any of those. Got some better colors here. Like, you got one that's straight up black there, one that's for the most part white. And then you got the hoodie. And that's the vivid color. Oh yeah, you got that asymmetrical. Now are we back around? I think we are. This is the biker. Yeah, we look at the biker. I was like, I like this, except for that squiggle right there. That squiggle bugs me. I don't know why there's a squiggle. Oh, that's the hairstylist. And the next shop is down here. The next series of shops. There's the hairstylist. Here are the stones. Yeah, it's pattern boots. More crop tops. I could have sworn there was somebody that had a blue jacket. Am I wrong about this? You've only got half, right? Yeah, you're the hat and earring thing. You, I'm blocked from. I can't visit you yet. And I don't know how to get to that one. Really. So the next one is up here. I could have sworn one of these had. Where is it? Right or left? That's right. And then we're back over here, so we should be able to go and hunt for our Pokemon again, hopefully. I just realized. Didn't we look here already? Because there's the shirts. Did we already go through everything? Surely not. I think we did. I think we're right back at the start. Yeah, I think we are right back at the start. Yeah, because we ended up, I was talking about this, like, that's the closest we have to a brown. Yeah, so we went through everything. I could have sworn there was a blue jacket somewhere that I was going to grab. Oh well. Let's fix some of our outfit. Because we caused a little bit of a headache here. Like, what? I didn't buy more jeans. Yes, I told you I bought some of that stuff just looking to see like what the game would actually let me buy. Let me wear. Like, I'd rather have this as a hoodie. So we're gonna stick with that, I guess. Because as much as I want to do the blue, like there's gonna be too much black. We didn't find any cargo pants that would be like blue jean blue. I'm gonna switch this back to white just to break up the stuff. We got regular socks on now. These come with their own socks. Oh shh. I was looking for brown boots. I didn't really have too many choices. Now, these are more like female boots anyway. Yeah, that lines up with how we got our character looking, so I guess that works. But they didn't have anything as far as like boots in the right color. I really wish we had a blue jacket. See, that would make more sense for me, but my Minecraft skin would actually be this. It's not completely just plain white, though. Yeah, I don't feel like changing up our style. We'll continue with this. That's just how we'll. That's how we'll roll. That's how we'll roll. I need to go this way. I think it was. Hopefully Dratini has decided to respawn for us. And I wonder, like, how are we supposed to get the one shop open? Like, how much do we have to buy before it'll open? We are only open to the truly stylish. I remember that was a thing in X and Y. Like, you had to buy so many clothes to access one of them. And once you bought that many clothes, it opened up for you. Hello. Dratini, are you back? Yay, it's not back. Joy. Alright, let's start this process again. Yeah, I mean, one of the things about the clothing in this, as much as I say, like, they really gypped us on the clothing, I know a lot of people are ecstatic they brought it back, because freaking Scarlet and Violet's customization was just what we were stuck in school uniforms. I hated it. I really missed being able to customize my character. But, having it back, I love it. Don't get me wrong, Nintendo, if you ever see this, and everybody else, I love it. I'm glad that it's back. I just don't understand the color choice in this one, because there's not a lot that I would say a male character would wear. Like, where are the deep browns at? There's not a single deep brown outfit at all. It's either tans or pastels. And even, like, the most that a male character has is black, white, red, and blue. There are some greens, but they're not like that deep, rich green. It's more like a sedated green, like we'd see like some females that actually like green wear. I don't see too many females wear green though. Like where the color choices, there's a lot of stuff going on. Like I definitely like the mixing and matching of things. That's great. But being able to pick and choose which shirt I wear with what jacket, that's amazing. First time they've done that. Used to, if you got something like that, you were stuck with those. It was only got one color set. You couldn't mix and match them. So this is a definite improvement on that. However, again, I'm like, where are specific colors and specific designs? Like, I would love to have just a plain white jacket, nothing on it. We do have the one that has stuff on it. I'd also like just a plain blue jacket. Doesn't exist. We got the one that's got stripes and things on it. It's a black jacket with like that weird symbol on it. So it's still a major improvement, but I feel like the improvements are not enough compared to how little there actually is. Though I do like the mixing and matching of stuff. And for once, they actually have a lot of colors that match up. that's another improvement. Like some of the stuff in the past where the colors don't match drove me crazy. Like you got a pale pink here, a hot pink there, and a bubblegum pink here, and that's as close to the matching set as you can get. I just want to bring that up because that was that in X and Y? I think it was in X and Y. The first time they gave us like real customization, and there was a bunch of different colors, but no matching colors on other items. You couldn't match your color shoes to your jacket or whatever. Don't get me wrong, it's a major improvement. But I still feel like they could have put a lot more colors into it. Like for how undetailed this is, like look at the buildings, they're flat. Yeah, there is some definition to them and everything, but for the most part they are flat. Like they didn't design out like actual window props and everything. Like there's no banners. I don't even know what you call that. Like they don't stick up in the building. It's just a flat texture on a cube. That's all it is. And the area we actually have to play in this one is just small. It's tiny compared to Paldea. My biggest problem with Paldea was that the terrain and what was out there was just few and far between. But look at this. We have grass in this one. Yeah, there's patches here and there in some things. And then we got, the grass is moving, but we got this hedge here it's just a textured block with bits and pieces sticking off of it. And I can't really tell, but I would assume that's actually a pattern. And so we went like every couple of spots you could see if there's like a lead what's sticking up. So it's not a huge detail thing. Yeah. And then there's the matter that there's no kind of ride in this. Like you don't ride a Pokemon, you don't ride a bike, nothing. You just run around the city. So compared to every single game that has come out before this, this is the tiniest Pokemon map we've ever had. Ever. It is absurdly small. Honestly, I don't know. I can't think of a single game out there that has a map that's smaller. Like, this may actually be the smallest map of a game ever. Unless you're talking like old school, but they don't have maps. Like, Tetris does not have a map. Tetris is a logic puzzle. Pong. Breakout. Like, those don't have maps. That's just a thing. I'm talking like any kind of game where you move around an area for whatever reason. Like, even just going through it. Like, the original Mario, if you really think about it, has a much bigger map than this does. Like, this map is pathetically small. Like, you've seen me run around this map like 3 or 4 times within a couple hours. I don't think you're going to go through all 9 worlds of Mario as fast as I've gone around this. I don't think you are. It's not possible. I think this is literally the size of Hyrule Castle in Ocarina of Time. And that's literally just one section of that game. Unless the map like opens up at some point, but I severely doubt it. I would have heard people talking about it. Can you make an entire game happen inside of a small area like this? Yes, absolutely. Like, I've been impressed so far with how many Pokemon there are available here. It's still nothing compared to a lot of other things because we don't have that many Pokemon. I'm not sure what the max count is in this, but that's it. Like the Pokedex isn't getting any bigger. The Pokedex has an exact amount in it. Like, I imagine Zygarde is just half this or something, but 224, considering how many Pokemon there are, we're like in the thousands of Pokemon. 224 is a drop in a bucket of how many Pokemon there actually are. However, again, if you think about it, they couldn't have fit everything in this one little city. Though I am curious about some of their inclusions in this one. Of course, you know, keep all the fan favorites like Eevee, Pikachu, Charmander, Froakie, because this is Lumiose. You gotta have Froakie, you gotta have Finnegan, you gotta have whatever the grass type name is. I can't think of it. Qualla? Of course, Lucario. Absol, I think the only reason Absol is here is because it is a Mega. I never hear anybody talk about, oh my gosh, I love Absol. I'm literally the only person you'll probably ever hear that loves Mega Absol. I don't think it's as popular as some of the others. I really don't. I've never heard anybody be like, oh my god, I got Mega Absol. Like, everybody got Mega Absol. And I'm so debating whether I'm going to use my Alpha Absol as my Mega Absol. Which reminds me, we still haven't even named this guy. Maybe eventually we'll get this, but it doesn't seem like it wants to spawn us a shiny over there. I wonder how long it took the guy in the video to do this. Because the way he was talking, it made it sound like that was the third time he's done it. Oh, no. Aww. Dang it. I do like this parkour stuff. This is a nice little touch here. But I don't like that it requires you to unlock certain movement things, which we still haven't unlocked the float in midair thing. Yes, go away. You are a giant pain in my side. You know, back up. In Sword and Shield, the Dark user is the only one that everybody said was a joke. Like, it was the easiest gym battle out of the entire game. You know, with the team that I had set up at the time, that was actually the hardest gym for me to beat. And the reason is that it is a Dark fighting type gym. I want you to listen to what I had. Remember, Dark fighting type. Okay, let's start this off. What did I have? And he's got Scrappy and a few like rock moves, and then he's got Obstagoon. What did I have? I had a Gardevoir. Yeah, she was worthless. I had a Glade. The fighting type might have helped, but the problem was that he has Dark types and Glade's a Psychic type. So yeah, problem there too. Then I had a Bisharp. Well, I mean, it's a Dark type, but it's also a Steel type. His Dark types are fighting type. So yeah, didn't work too good against that. Then I had a Galarian Rapidash. It's a Psychic type. It doesn't work too good against Dark types. Okay. Then I also had a Grimmsnarl. It's a Dark Fairy. It's a Dark type, so it was taking double damage against his fighting moves. And my last Pokemon was the Sizewell, a Bug Metal type. So his fighting type moves are just destroying my Sizewell because it's metal. Yeah. Everybody claiming that he's like the easiest gym battle in that entire game. No. He's the easiest if you're set up right for it. He's the only one that with that team I had a major problem. Like, there's nothing I could do about it. He was critting me left and right and total damage because he had type advantage. I was just like, And the whole reason I did that team through that game was the fairy gym leader. When you do her thing and she's like looking for her replacement, and she's like, your Pokemon need to tell a story and everything. I was like, okay, I'm gonna tell a story. And my story is Glade and Gardevoir, a prince and princess, have been captured by the evil Grimmsnarl and his servant, the Bisharp. Our hero, Scizor, is going to go save them with his trusty steed, Galarian Rapidash. That was the story of my team. And I thought it was a great idea, until I got to that gym leader. That gym leader just trounced me constantly. I eventually had to change my team, just for that gym leader. Then I went on the rest of the game and just slapped everybody around. That one gym leader caused me such a headache. Like, I don't care who you are out there. How did we... What? I don't know how I did that. But yeah, never say that something is the easiest or the hardest, because somebody else is going to think, no, that's easy, or that's hard. They're going to think your easy is actually hard, and your hard is actually easy. It's just difference of opinion and different views on things. It's like what we've been doing over here. Like, I imagine there's somebody out there going, wow, you haven't found a shiny one yet? I found 3 in half the time. Which is what I did the other day. I was so proud of the fact that I found 3 shinies in one day. And it was my second day playing the game. But then, you know, I did that and I posted all that. And then almost immediately, I was seeing people posting pictures of like 5 shiny Kakunas on the screen at once. I'm like, really? And Shiny Catherine, she found, how many? She found at least 3 shiny Skiddos and 3 shiny fletchlings. Like, really? How? How are they even getting that much? Like, it's clear to me that they have not gone through the entire game and beaten it. They don't have the shiny charm. Otherwise, they would have been talking about it. In fact, the only person I've seen talk about it is the guy who's like, yeah, so the last step in getting the shiny charm is you gotta get 500 battles in. And he was like, yeah, so I went off and I did this. And by 500 battles, I mean going off to the battle zone and fighting 500 people. And he finally accomplished that. And then Marvel calls him up and says, oh, hey, congratulations on that. I've given you a new task. And he's like, wait, what? And he goes and looks, and it's updated to 1,000 battles. I don't know what the max is on that. The shiny charm is not going to be easy to get. Honestly, I thought it was going to be easier because it's like, all the time it's always been catch the full Pokedex. And then they changed it to catch the area Pokedex. So it's no longer all of them. It's just whatever is the default dex for that zone. For that region. And, I mean, I'm close to it in Violet. I literally just need the game exclusives, including the legendary. I've said that like a million times, I still haven't gotten it. I haven't even touched my Switch in like months. Literally, I got stuff doing that, and here I am getting the Switch 2 and getting Pokemon ZA, which, from what I understand, wasn't even worth it. Really, the only difference between the 2 games, from what I have seen, is frame rates. The frame rate is better on the Switch 2. It's also the anti-alias? The picture is sharper. That's it. There's no difference. I could have just got ZA for the Switch. Oh well. We got Mario Kart now. That's fun. It didn't move. It didn't despawn. See, that's why I've been going to the corner and waiting for it to despawn. No, it's just a regular alpha. It's just a regular. It didn't despawn. It's just regular alpha, man. I feel like I could have progressed through the story to finish it already. I can't tell what that is. It looks like it's just a regular alpha. But honestly, I wonder how long this is going to take us to do. And we did this the other day for, I don't know, maybe an hour. And then nothing. I know it takes a lot longer than that. But still. Like, you got people out there that are doing this, and they're getting, like, shinies at a breakneck speed. Like, I think that first video of Pokemon ZA from Shiny Catherine, I think she caught, like, 12 shinies in that first video. And she didn't even show all of them. I mean, like, she showed 12. According to her, she wasn't going to show the others because that's spoilers for upcoming videos. I'm like, what? How many did you get? Now, granted, because she is a full-time YouTuber and that is her job now, she's got time to do that. I do not. This is the first time in, like, 3 days, well, not right this minute, but today, it's the first time in 3 days that I've really sat down and played. Like, I did go off and find EVs last night. That's all I was doing, was just running around getting EVs. That's it. I didn't do anything else. I think that's blue. You know, it really sucks if somebody plays this back and it's like, oh, there's this one's shiny, you missed it. Because as Catherine pointed out, you can actually miss the shiny by being the player. In other words, you can despawn, which is kind of why I was surprised that Pidgey was still there. We ran the entire map and came back, and the Pidgey was still there. Now, I'm not sure it was a Pidgey the first time, but considering that it was still sparking over there, it had to have been. I almost wonder if there is a shiny somewhere, and that's why this is not doing anything. Well, no, because I've seen videos of people finding 2, 3, 4, 5 shinies all at once. Like there's one guy who's doing a video, and he's like, I've been enjoying Pokemon ZA, and as a shiny hunter, I decided to go off and start shiny hunting this, and that's actually the same guy that I learned where Dratini is and the trick to getting shiny, which hasn't worked. And he went to get something. I think it was a shiny snow cone, and one of the Pokemon over there was also shiny. I don't know how they do that. It's like they're gonna go get this, and lo and behold, there it is. We got it. It's shiny. Here's your video. What? How did you make that happen? There's actually in ZA there is zero way to a shiny hunt. It's not possible. There's nothing to give us an advantage in shiny hunting here. Nothing. The only thing is the shiny charm, and you gotta go through pretty much everything in order to do that. Which again, we definitely need to get through the side missions. I need to start knocking those out at some point. But I want this. We need to get this. And see, that's another thing I just noticed. All the house lights are all the apartment houses. Okay, no, I just saw all those go off. Never mind. And these went dark. I was gonna say all of them are texture lit. They're not actually on. What I imagine is going on is they've got a... No, that'd be a programming nightmare. I was gonna say they've got a light source behind each one of those windows. Look how many windows I can see. That would be a programming nightmare. Put that many windows there, and then have them shutting on and off. I don't think they're switching the texture out either. So what I think is probably happening with that is all of the windows are a separate texture. I think this game, like Legends Arceus, is a test of features. So I always thought like Legends Arceus felt rushed and like not wholly complete, but I was sitting there thinking about it, I was like, this feels like it's a test of features, like it's a test of open world movement, it's a test of open world encounters, and of just terraining and everything. And I was like, yeah, Legends Arceus is really good. Compared to Scarlet and Violet, Legends Arceus is absolutely far better. It's a heck of a lot better. Scarlet and Violet, I feel like that was just a rush, like they need to push it out, so they left out a lot of stuff, and the Switch couldn't handle it as well. So they had to put it out there incomplete. Because again, like I'll say it a million times over till I'm blue in the face, if you go out into the world and that, the world feels empty. Like I don't feel that immersed in the world. I feel like I mean, there's plenty of Pokemon everywhere, there's plenty of people everywhere, but there's no grass anywhere. Like, you're walking around, there's no grass, it's all just flat textures. The trees are far and few between. Like, in normal areas, the mountainous areas and everything will just be covered in trees. Just absolutely covered. But in Scarlet and Violet, there's like one area that has a lot of trees in it, and that's it. Everywhere else, the trees are few and far between. Even in the DLC, the area just feels empty. Yes, there's Pokemon everywhere, but that's not what I'm getting at. It just feels empty. And then the cities in there, like, that really bothered me, because there's like a lot of people walking around everywhere. Like, the people movement around is a lot better than this. This feels dead. Like, on the streets and everything, like, there's not a lot of people moving. It feels dead. It's weird. They're just all standing around. But in Scarlet and Violet, yeah, there's a lot of movement, people moving around, there's people chatting with each other, they're walking around on side paths and everything. But if you look around at like where these people live, there's not that many houses. It's almost like all the cities in old school games or old school Pokemon games where there's like 4 or 5 houses in a town, and there's like 16 people. You're like, okay, where are these people living at? Scarlet and Violet I felt like was way worse. Like way worse as far as like how many people there are versus how many buildings there are. Here in this game, there's a ton of living space here. The streets are not crowded at all. Like there's massive sections of just emptiness. Like you can't tell me the 100 or so people live in this area when there's probably upwards of like, I'm gonna say at least 1,000 rooms. I don't think there's even 1,000 people here. Like game theory, if you ever see this, I want you to go through and count every single person and then count every single window. I guarantee you there's a big difference. And even if you take in, let's say one person per 4 windows. Like let's say one person lives in an area that has 4 windows. I would say you still got way too many places for people to live versus how many people are actually here. Way too many. And if you're game there and you're watching this part, like what? You know, I may even try to clip that later. Actually, I really wonder who could come to the calculations first on that. With the game theory, with their craziness and how they go through and do things, or I know it's not like Death Battle related, but Death Battle gets pretty crazy with their calculations and their like going through stuff. Because apparently they just did Buffy versus Blade, and they read every single Buffy novel out there. And there's a lot. Like, I'm surprised Buffy the Vampire Slayer has more content out there than Blade does. That's insane to me. Marvel, Blade is an underused character, though I really agree with Wiz and Boomstick on that. Blade's going around taking out vampires and everything. The Avengers are just ignoring the fact that vampires exist. I mean, they have Dark Avengers just like Justice League has a Dark Justice League, or Justice League Dark. They have supernatural things that they gotta take about too. Ooh, I wonder if I can make this character look like John Constantine. Imagine that, John Constantine with like ghost type Pokemon. Hey, Game Freak, I dare you. Make a gym leader, a ghost type gym leader that resembles Constantine. Like that would be amazing. While you're at it, make me the Pokemon Professor. Pokemon Professor in 10 seconds. I'll be the professor in a Legends game. In fact, I'll be the first voice acted professor. How about that? Huh? Let's do it, Game Freak. I will be the first voice acted professor. Now, I already know what my 3 Pokemon are that I'd be handing out, and I'd be very different to all the others. Ready for this? Ready? I'm gonna be handing out Flareon, Leafeon, or Vaporeon. Which is hilarious. That's literally 3 of the EV1 that I use the least. As much as I love Leafeon, I love how Leafeon looks, I do not like grass types. And we don't need to get into that again, because I've talked about how I don't use grass types. There's no reason to it. Like, I don't know why you would use a grass type. If you're a grass type lover out there, explain it to me. And if you're new to my channel and you don't know what I'm talking about there, let's go over what grass type is good against. It's good against water. So is electricity, and then electricity also covers flying types. Grass type is also good against rock types. Okay, well, so is water. And water also covers fire. And grass type is also somewhat good against ground types. Alright, let's look through here. So, it's super effective. Grass is super effective against water, it's super effective against ground, and it's super effective against rock. Okay. Water is also super effective against ground and rock. And it also covers fire. I mean, we've already covered pretty much everything that grass is good against with 2 other Pokemon, and then covered even more. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of grass types. I'd rather take any combination of anything else. There are types that I don't use, like Bug. I don't really care about Bug, I'm not going to use it too much. Poison, I'm not a huge Poison fan, unless I'm having to deal with Fairy types. And even then, I might be using a Poison move to deal with the Fairy types rather than an actual Poison type. And the reason for that is there's a good chunk of Fairies that are also Psychic types. So in order to have a decent Poison type against a Fairy, you probably need a Poison Dark type. And I don't know off the top of my head of any Poison Dark types. So yeah, I don't do Poison types too much. Unless for a niche reason. I do like some Poison types, like Nidoking is one of my favorites. Probably not the best Poison type. I would say like Crodunt is probably one of the better ones. That Toxicity is probably the best poison because it's poison electric. I mean, you got your electric right there, and then you got poison, so you're covering water, you're covering flying types, you're covering berry types, and you're blue, aren't you? Yeah, it's blue, it's just the lighting. Yeah, so Toxicity, I highly recommend. If you're needing poison type, I really recommend it, Toxicity. I'm kind of sad that's not in this game. Bugs, again, I don't really use bugs. My favorite one is definitely Scyther, though. Scyther and Sizer. I prefer Sizer because then you got the metal, so you can cover a few other things. Metal is one of those like hit or miss types for me. Like, again, I only use it if I'm having to deal with something specific. Or in this case, like, I've got a Lucario. But I'm not really using Lucario for its metal typing, I'm using Lucario for its fighting type. Dragon, I don't use Dragon too often, I don't like any dragons. I will occasionally use Dragon moves, but not the Dragon type itself. If you've never heard me say it before, like, the 6 most likely types that you probably should use are Fire, Electric, Water, Psychic, definitely, Dark type because of Psychic, and I highly recommend, like, I highly recommend something else. Hang on a second. Okay, yeah, so Fire, Water, Electric, Ice is hit or miss. Ice is kind of a weird one. I would much rather have a Fairy to deal with dragons, but Ice works just as well. I don't really use Ice too much, it's too much of a glass cannon for me. Fighting type, I like Fighting. I try to put Fighting on my team, but it's not one that really stays on my team. Oh yeah, Fairy. Fairy's the 6th one. So, it's Fire, Water, Electric, Psychic, Dark, and Fairy. That's really the only 6 that you need to run. And then even then, like, your Dark type, that's probably the one that you're switching out for whatever else you need. Like, maybe you need Steel type, maybe you need a Poison type. Like, and the reason for that is the Dark type is so specific that a lot of the Dark types, they don't have any kind of advantage over anything else. Unless you're talking like Obstagoon. Obstagoon is very versatile. A lot of the others are not versatile. Absol, for instance, is not versatile at all. Like, literally, the only thing you're using Absol for is to take on Psychic and to take on Ghost. That's it. Same goes for Umbreon. It's just not versatile enough to be useful against other types. However, Psychic is still a very strong type, so yes, I recommend a Dark type, just to shut down Psychic. Unless you're going up against a Gallade, then you're kind of in trouble. There's no way around it, you're in trouble. You're in trouble if you're going up against a Gallade. Night is falling across the land. Yeah, I want this to be over with already. and I want to get 2 of these, so... I would like one to be an alpha. I know there's some crazy dedicated people out there to shiny hunting and to what content creators do. One day I would love to see somebody like go through this and figure out how long it took me to get my first shiny Dratini. Like, seriously, how long did it take me? Because I still haven't found one. And put this like right before I found one and put the timestamp. Like, how many hours was it? Because we're coming the second stream today, we're coming up on... No, we're not coming up on, we're past 3 hours. We're at 3 hours 17 minutes now. Oop, yep, we fell off that time. Great, now I gotta run all the way back up. I would also include, like, how many times did I fall off the building? Actually, start off with that, shiny hunting. How many times did I fall off building? Ding, 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 ding. How many times did I ask? How many times are we gonna have to ask how many times? How many times did I miss the fact that there's a shiny? I don't think we've missed one yet. I don't think we've seen one over there yet. No, Wild Zone... Was it Wild Zone 12 is when EV becomes really available, supposedly? But I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm starting to wonder if we should just progress. Because we don't have all the zones yet. We need more zones available. This is not the time to be shiny hunting. I can imagine, like, right now, I get somebody in chat, and they're just like, what is he doing? He's running around in circles. He's not doing anything. Yeah, it's because we're trying to get a shiny spawn. You know? You know what a shiny is? Show me the shiny. Like, seriously, show me the shiny. No, it didn't despawn. Also, give me statistics on how many Dratini were spawned in, how many Alpha Dratini were spawned in, how many Draneers were spawned in, and how many Alpha Dragoneers were spawned in. That'd be an interesting set of statistics when I finally get there. Oh, I can't even see you. I don't think you're pink, though. No, you're definitely blue. Hello, Alpha Arbok. I see you over there. No, you're not an Alpha. You're just big. Which makes me wonder, like, how big is the Alpha? See, there's another Dragoneer. Yeah, I don't think that's... I think that's blue. Still blue. Because I'm blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-die. Yo, listen up, here's a story about a little guy who lives in a blue world. And all day and all night and everything is blue like him and himself. Cause he got nobody to listen, to listen, to listen. I'm blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-die, da-ba-dee-da-ba-die, da-ba-dee-da-ba-die-die-die. I'm blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-die. Still blue. Now listen up, here's a story about a little guy who lives in a blue world. And all day and all night and everything is blue like him and himself. Cause he ain't got nobody to listen, to listen, to listen. Yep. Praise the song. I am so over this animation. Like, that is so annoying. Where are we at now? We got like 4 or 5 days now. Yeah, this is just going to continue on until we get it. You know, that reminds me, me doing the Blue Dabba like listening to music and everything, old music that, I mean, it's older now, but Green Day, and listening to some of their stuff for over 30 years, and 30 years, or is it 20? It should be 30, I think. Off the top of my head, I don't know. Anyway, so, I've worked with people that are actually younger than their first album. That baffles me. I'm just like, wait, what? And, you know, I was really taken aback by it a couple of years ago, simply because they were going to be up in Knoxville for their 30th anniversary tour, or 25th anniversary, I don't know. It was one of their tours, their recent tours. It was 2024, whatever that tour was, like, I think it's their 30th. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. I was debating going and seeing them, because I was like, I probably won't get another chance to do that. And I didn't go. But I got a lot of music, and I started like listening to a lot of it. And when one of the things that got was when they're live at Woodstock, like it started turning me off to it. Like I really started paying attention to what they're saying, and the more I listen to it, the more I'm disgusted by them. I really feel like I need to remove Green Day from my playlist. I need to remove them and Sleeping with Sirens, I need to remove. And then I also need to remove Bring Me the Horizon. Which is kind of sad, because I actually like some of their music, but their music, it gets away from the style that I first started enjoying them with. Because they had kind of a metal sound with the first few albums, then it becomes kind of a poppy sound, and then it goes into, like, I don't even know what to describe the rest of it as. It's not pop, it's not hip-hop or anything. It's just, it becomes weirder and weirder and weirder. We're gonna end up finding a shiny dragon here, aren't we? I don't even know what the health of the stream is. Oop, yeah, it fell off again. Oh, that's an alpha pansage. Oh, shush. You missed. We haven't been working on getting Yo to an Umbreon. That's a normal Dratini. Normal Dratini. No shiny yet, man. How long have we been doing this now? I feel like we've been up here for at least an hour. Like, what do you talk about at this point? Because we're just doing this over and over and over and over. I feel like I've talked about nonsense for a long time. Like, what do we get into now? I've talked about my very first shiny before. I've talked about one of my favorite shinies before. I've talked a little bit about what my favorite shinies are, which ones I don't like. I didn't really spend a lot of time talking about my favorite shinies, though. So, let's talk about my absolute favorite is definitely Umbreon. Like, the blue rings instead of the gold, it just looks so much better. It's just amazing to see that. I definitely do like shiny Sylveon a lot more than I do regular Sylveon. I think, again, the blues are just a lot better on that. And then what other shinies? Like, I'm not a big fan of green shinies. Absol has an interesting shiny. I do believe that it's dark blue is replaced with pink. I'm not sure why that would be of any importance, but that is. Like many people, it's not my favorite, but I do really appreciate the aesthetic of shiny Rayquaza. Like, it going from that dark green to black is amazing. And then, what else? Oh, it's not an amazing shiny. It's just a really cool, different color. Shiny Nidoking is blue instead of being that kind of purplish pink. So I really enjoyed that. Basically, what they did with the Nidoking and Nidoqueen is they just reversed their colors. So Nidoqueen becomes purple or pink, and then Nidoking becomes blue. So they reverse the colors on them. I think that's kind of cool touch that they're reversed. Let's see, what else? None of the starters really impress me all that much, like the Black Frog, the Black Charizard. I think Venusaur is yellow. Yeah, none of them, I don't really care about any of them being shiny. Let's see here. What else? I'm not like a huge shiny fan, so I mean, there's a select few that I really do like. And there's a bunch that I just don't even bother with. Like Phalanx, you'll never see me using a Phalanx. I can't even think of what Phalanx's shiny looks like. I mean, of course I know what all the evolutions look like. I can't say that I know what all the starters look like, though. Because, like, for instance, Totodile and Squirtle, I can't think for the life of me what their shiny looks like. None of the plants really inspire me, either. Of course, again, I'm not a fan of grass types, so... Shiny Houndoom is a good one. Because it goes from that... It goes from being back to blue... Oh! Shiny, Ponyta, Rapidash. Going from that red flame to blue flames. Oh, it's amazing. That... If it weren't for Umbreon, that would be, like, my favorite shiny. Would be shiny Rapidash and Ponyta. Regular, not the Galarian one. I don't really care for the Galarian shiny. Doesn't Ponard and Bisharp, they turn blue as well, don't they? I'm pretty sure they're blue. That's another good one. I think Abracadabra and Alakazam, I think they're kind of a greenish color. Yeah, not a big fan of that. Pancham being brown is... Hang on, let's just... Because I'm trying to think of some of these off the top of my head, and it's kind of a little bit difficult to... Shiny Ralts and Shiny Glade being blue is amazing. Gyarados being red, amazing. I would love to find one. Galaxy Line being blue is alright. I think Shiny T-Pig is blue. Not a big deal to me because I'm not a huge fan of Emboar. I took it because it's a fire type, and I don't really care about Totodile or Chikorita. I don't really know what Staryu Shiny is. I don't care about Scraggy, Emolga, don't care, Swirlix, don't care. I can't think of what Bunnelby Shiny is. We got a Raichu, but it's not a Pokemon I care about. Sable, I don't know. We got a Shiny Pidgey. Again, I'm not entirely sure what its color variant looks like. Vivillon, I'm not sure what that looks like. Electrike, don't know. Like, I straight up don't know what its shiny is. Spinarak, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure Heracross is pink and it's shiny. Yeah, the rest of those I don't really... I can't tell you off the top of my head what their shiny looks like. Yeah, I know Dribble is... I think it turns blue. Like, it's got a lot more blue in its coloration. I have no idea what Anduin's is. Machop is brown, but the Machamp is green. I don't like when they do that. Gibble is... It's a little bit... It's got a slightly different shade to it. yeah, without looking at a full list, I couldn't really tell you off the top of my head. I'd have to be looking at all the Pokemon to be like, oh yeah, this one, that one, blah, blah, blah. You know, thinking about there aren't a whole lot that I really care about. I mean, I care about catching them. Like, I would definitely try to catch one if I come across it, but it's not like it's a huge mega break to me. Except for this little guy. Well, I prefer having Umbreon, Sylveon, and Vaporeon in their shiny forms. Those are the only three that I prefer. And then Espeon is the only one that has any kind of significant color change, and I don't like green shinies. But even getting that Kakuna and then making a Beedrill, I don't care, like, whatever. Like, anytime they make that shiny green, it's just like, I mean, we're gonna end up with a shiny Dragonite at some point, but I really don't care about shiny Dragonite. It's not my favorite. Pretty much any of them that turn blue, I really like. Yeah, literally thinking about, like, Umbreon's blue, Glade's blue, Gardevoir's also blue, Houndoom is blue, Pinnard and Bisharp are blue. Man, I cannot think off the top of my head which ones are all blue. There's so many Pokemon now. And I don't really play with every single one of them. I play with a select few that I actually like. Let's see, I've talked about all of my starter Pokemon. Let's do that. What were some of my favorite Pokemon games? That's actually kind of tough because you know, they've been going for like 25 years, so I barely remember some of them. Now, Red and Blue I remember because, you know, I did a run through the games like a year ago. Maybe less, I don't remember exactly when I did that playthrough. But, you know, Gold and Silver I vaguely remember. I did enjoy that one, but that one actually frustrated me because when I was younger, the game, the way it played, you had very few choices of Pokemon, and then the wild Pokemon were not that strong. So you had to get stronger fighting trainers. That was the only way to level them. And then you're forced to get low-level Pokemon to join your team, which means you've got to figure out how you're going to level them. And that was always frustrating. So Gold and Silver introducing, like, the Dark type and the Steel type, love it. But as far as, like, the actual gameplay of it, wasn't a huge fan of. We did do a little bit of a playthrough of Gold and Silver where I was like, I wanted to showcase just how difficult Whitney could be, because a lot of people were saying Whitney's not that hard, or they were saying Whitney is the hardest gym leader of everybody, and I'm sitting here like, no, Whitney's not that difficult, you guys just don't know how to deal with her. And then I go into that battle thinking like, okay, let's see how many times this is going to take me to beat this. Because I remember the biggest problem with Whitney's Miltank was, one, how much health it had, and two, it getting rollout. And rollout would just, you know, constantly build up damage and just absolutely annihilate your entire team. That's what I remember, is rollouts obliterating teams just because it kept using rollout. Like, forget the Jigglypuff with Metronome. Metronome is such a luck skill that I'm never, like, I don't see Metronome and think, oh no. I see Metronome and go, okay, what's the joke gonna be this time? Because it's usually hilarious to watch what comes up with Metronome. It's not something I'm ever worried about. Like, somebody was trying to say that we really need to be worried about her Clefairy using Metronome, because with Metronome, you got the possibility that it could cast Mystical Fire, which is Ho-Oh's power, and it would absolutely destroy it. I'm like, yeah, the chances of that happening are very low. Like, you're going to take out the Jigglypuff long before that happens. Okay? Not a big deal. And then, like I said, I go into that battle and just absolutely mop the floor with Whitney. Like, that just destroyed her. I didn't even have to face her twice. Just one time, done and dusted. Like, I wiped the floor with her. She was having to clean herself up off the floor. And so after that, we got... Is that Ruby and Sapphire was next? I don't even really remember Ruby and Sapphire. It was that forgettable to me. But I did not care about them. I do not care about the Pokemon introduced in that. I can't stand the starters. I know Mudkip is like one of the best starters everybody loves. Mudkip is worse, but I can't stand Mudkip and Swampert. That one was definitely like, what were they thinking with this type matchup? Because the Swampert could wipe the floor with the other two. Like, they wasn't even a contest. And it's supposed to be weak against the grass type. For that generation, it's not. Because of its ground typing, it still had advantage over that, even though grass is strong against, ground. It's still, like, Swampert just rolls through the grass type on that. Like, Grovyle is probably one of the, if it weren't for Chikorita, Grovyle is probably one of the weak grass types, as far as starters are concerned. And yes, that's heavily opinion-based. And a lot of, like, pro Pokemon trainers be like, no it isn't. It's like all the people tell me that Warlock is broken in World of Warcraft. No, you just don't know how to deal with them. That's your problem, you don't know how to face them. Again, like, grass types just not worth dealing with. You don't need a grass type. So, what was after that? No, it's not Black and White. What's after that? It's Diamond and Pearl. Again, games that I don't really remember. I don't remember any details of that at all, whatsoever. I don't remember jack about them. Other than I love Chimchar. That's about it. Black and White. So Black and White 2. I had Black, and then I got White 2, so... I don't really remember much, other than that was my first legitimate shiny. Before then, I was using, like, Game Genies and everything to get shinies. Yeah, I know. Don't start on me with that. But yeah, I found my first legitimate shiny in Black. My first legitimate shiny was a Gyarados, which is why I have a special connection to that. I get so tired of the it's just like a filler word when you can't think of what to say. But really, it's just giving me my brain a second to think what am I going to say next. Anyway, so there's a patch of grass outside of one of the cities or something, and there's bug types there. And I was just going through there leveling up when, Gyarados pops up, and I see the Sparkle. I'm like, wait, what? Full odds shiny Gyarados in the early games, and this is back when you had to get every single Pokemon to get the shiny charm, which, again, I have never had in any game. Never once have I had the shiny charm. Especially when the game is current. Well, I mean, I still have never had it, so... And then from there, what is that? Black and White is Gen 5, so then we go to X and Y. X and Y I don't remember ever having a major problem with. I rather enjoyed X and Y. I know a lot of people hate on X and Y for being the easiest Pokemon game, but I remember having a lot of fun because they introduced the call command, or call mechanic, which made it easier to find shinies. And I didn't really go through and do a lot of that because I started doing EV breeding back then so that I could get shinies because, we had Sylveon, and I wanted a full team of EVs, Evolutions, because at that point it was finally possible to have an entire team of Evolutions. Actually before that we had the Pokédex, we had Leafeon and Glaceon introduced, but they were locked to the post game. But in X and Y, you could finally have a full team of EVs for the game. Not the full duration of the game, but it was possible to get them pretty early. So I went absolutely crazy. I bred, like, my entire box had nothing but EVs in it. but all the boxes had EVs in it. So X and Y, special memories, we got customization in that. I love the starters in that one. Greninja is like one of my favorite starters of the entire franchise. So I would say X and Y is probably my favorite. Moving on from there, we got Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon, I was never a huge fan of. I didn't like the characters in Sun and Moon. The customization, it was nice having it brought back, but I felt like, we're in a tropical environment. I'm on the same side as some of the other people out there. Like, we needed, like, tropical outfits and everything. Like, I know why they didn't give us access to certain things, like swimsuits. But come on, like, it's a tropical environment. We really needed that stuff to really bring out our creativity and how our characters look. And they still didn't do it in this one either. But Sun and Moon, like, the whole story of it was kind of bland. Sigaleo, because I got Sun, it was an okay legendary, but I wasn't really a big fan of it. I would still take it over some of the others, like, definitely. And then I got Ultra Moon so that I could get the other one, and I never finished Ultra Moon. Like, I was like, this is, unlike the other one, like Black, White, and Black, White 2, Ultra was literally just the exact same story, but now you've got the beings from an alternate dimension watching it. It was exactly the same game. Exactly. So, like, literally, I got through the first trial, and I was like, this is the same thing. Like, I'm not even interested in this. You made me buy the same game. Like, yes, we've got these people that are apparently watching us, trying to learn how we interact with Pokemon so they can interact with the Ultra Beasts, but I was just like, I'm not even slightly interested. I wasn't even a huge fan of Sun and Moon, so I never finished that one. Same thing goes for Omega, Ruby, and Sapphire. I started playing those, and I didn't get very far. Like, I just didn't care. Like, the games, I was just like, whoop-de-doo. Sword and Shield of the Switch generation, Sword and Shield has definitely been my favorite of the Switch generation. No, hands down. Like, I love the environment, I love the clothing options in that. Like, Sword and Shield is great. I love it. Legends Arceus, like, Sword and Shield also has, like, the only set of starters that I would consider using all three. I would use all three if I could. It's the only one out there that I love all three starters. I've said that multiple times. So, I hope you guys understand just how much I love the starters here. I love the environment. I think it's a good blend of, being out in the wilderness and then being where people live. There's enough going on, and the paths are small enough that I'm not like, oh, this is empty or this is dead. It feels like a good balance. It's a really good game. Even with the wild areas, I never really thought that the game felt barren like I do with Scarlet and Violet. Like, Scarlet and Violet feels barren to me. Moving on from there, Legends of Arceus. So, Legends of Arceus to me has the worst selection of starters in the entire franchise. I'm just going to throw that out there. It has the worst selection of starters. I went with Cyndaquil because getting Typhlosion as a fire ghost type sounded really cool. And it was really cool. It's kind of a derpy looking version of Typhlosion though. However, again, I didn't stay using it. Like, I ended up getting rid of it to get a Chimchar as soon as I realized, oh, Chimchar's an option. I can have an Infernape over Typhlosion, who has a remake and a new, like, typing. But I don't know what they were thinking with those typings in that one. I don't like any of the starters for Legend of Arceus. And it's not because I don't like the Pokemon itself. I don't like the combo of, this particular Pokemon, this starter. Like, Oshawott, I don't like Oshawott. I don't like its final evolution. I don't know what it is. Rowlet and Decidueye, not a huge fan of the owl. And the fact that you made it a grass fighting type, I just, whatever. Just didn't care. Cyndaquil, I've always been a fan of Cyndaquil. I do like Typhlosion as a Pokemon. It's not my favorite fire starter. It's not even in the middle. It's down towards the bottom, but it's not at the bottom. Like that, the worst fire starter is probably, in my opinion, and it's not because of the strength, but how strong I think Pokemon is. It's just from the looks department. Like, I can't stand looking at this Pokemon. I don't even want to use it because I don't want to look at it. That belongs to Skeleturge. I don't like the crocodile fire type. It looks dumb. And then a close second would be, of course, Blaziken. I can't stand Blaziken. I'd rather have Piplup over Blaziken. So, Legends Arceus did have a better play mechanics. I did enjoy how it plays. Scarlet and Violet, I didn't enjoy it at all. Like, I really couldn't stand those. And you know how everybody's talking about, like, how ZA is Pokemon? I think that actually started back in Scarlet and Violet, because there's a lot of things, if you really pay attention, like, there's a lot of woke visuals in that game. It's like what I was talking about in one of the earlier streams with this, the NPCs in this. Like, there's a big variety of female NPCs, and the males just kind of get skipped. And what I was going to point out about the male NPCs is that there's literally only two types. The skinny little wimpy looking guys, and then the fat dudes. That's it. That's literally it. And notice also, there's not a single fat female anywhere. Look through it. The closest you're going to find to a fat female anywhere in any of these is the muscular chicks. And the muscular chicks are bigger than all versions of the males. All of them. And there's at least 3 versions of males that I've seen. You got the one that looks like a skinny little wimp, and then the fat guy, and then you got the hiker. And the muscular female is bigger than all of them. And there's no muscle-bound jock guys at all. Like, what? Yeah, I'm not a huge workout person and everything, but where the jocks at? Like, what is going on? Why do you have all these females that are running around, but you don't have, like, guys that are stuck on working out? What? Like, you can't tell me that there's not a little bit of wokeness going on in these. You can't. There's not enough diversity in the characters as far as males are concerned compared to how many different females there are. And it's hilarious to me that they try to pass off the one females as being black too. Because they're not. They're white characters with black skin. That's all they are. It's hilarious. You may be wondering how I know this. Well, my character's not holding his nose every time he walks by one. That's a joke. I hope you guys can take a joke. But no, for real, he should be holding his nose every time he walks by one. Oh, Scraggy's gone. Don't know why the Scraggy's gone. That's weird. Oh my gosh, come on! I'm tired of this. And on top of that, like, just look at the costume choice. Look at the screen, please. Look at the outfit choices here. Like 90% of what is available in this game to wear is feminine. Like even these gloves, they're very feminine looking. But it is actually kind of difficult to make a character look masculine. Honestly, if it weren't for the outfit choices, it's actually kind of hard to make your character look feminine. Because we don't have full control over what our character looks like. Like, the only thing we really have control over, as far as that is concerned, is our skin tone and our hair. We don't have sliders for anything else. Like, I can't make my dude look muscular. Granted, we're supposed to be like kids in these, but still. And we're not going to talk about it as far as sliders for female, but that should be an option. I'm just saying, that should be an option. There should be a slider for height as well. And even though we're playing kids, I would like to be able to put a beard on my character. That'd be fun. Because if I am Professor Nanoseconds, I would like my character to look like a professor. I also wish that we could pick up our Pokemon. Like Pixelmon, I don't know about Cobblemon, but in Pixelmon you can actually have them like right on your head or on your shoulder. You might be able to do that in Cobblemon, I'm not sure. But I know I had, what is it called? Joltik? Yeah, I had Joltik riding on my shoulder because it's one of the few Pokemon small enough to ride, to sit on your shoulder. I thought it was hilarious, it was great. I love Joltik. Little electric bug is amazing. It's one of the few times I actually would consider using a bug type. Because I love Galvantula. Galvantula and Joltik are amazing. Which I don't think that's available in this. That's kind of disappointing. Considering all the Spinneracks, they should have included Joltik. That way they had a variety of spiders. Not the stupid one from Scarlet and Violet. I hate that thing. It looks retarded. I don't even know that one's name. A good chunk of the new ones from Scarlet and Violet, I couldn't tell you what their names are. Coolidge is the only one I can remember because Coolidge is flipping amazing. That is a great Pokemon. Even though it looks more like a Digimon. It is a really good Pokemon. I love that thing. I used it, and I highly recommend Coolidge. Or Ceruledge. However you want to say that. Armor Rouge I never got to use. I haven't actually used an Armor Rouge. Those two, though, if I ever did a full fire team playthrough of the game, I would want those two. And that was something posted somewhere. If you were a gym leader, what would your type be and what would your team be? And you could choose 6. So my type would be fire. My 6 would be Charizard, Infernape. Are you counting? Okay, good. Armor Rouge, Ceruledge. I think I would take. And this is where I kind of start having a problem as to, like, what would the others be? Because I think a Houndoom would be good on my team. Like, it's Fire Dark type. We need Dark type. We don't have Dark type on there. We got Ghost and Psychic with Armor Rouge and Coolidge, and then we got Fighting type with Infernape. So yeah, we'd probably do. We'd probably do a Houndoom. I can't remember what the last one was. But we had at least 2 starters on there. What was the last one I wanted on there? Shoot. Because I had it all mapped out to cover all the weaknesses. I don't remember what it was. Well, just because it is one of my favorite starters, this will be a 3rd starter. We put Cinderace in there. So that means we got 2 fire fightings, but, you know, whatever. You throw a dart at a fire starter and you're probably going to hit fire fighting type. Simple as that. But yeah, Cinderace would be a good one. As far as which one would be my ace, I'd probably have to go with Infernape on that, because I believe it's got the best speed and strength of all of them, so it'd be the fastest stabber out of the entire team. So yeah, Infernape would probably be my ace. And it also depends on, like, what game. Based on what I said there, if it were in Lumios, I can't think of the name of the region, but if it was in this region and I had to use Mega Evolution, it would be Charizard, actually. If it were G-Max, unfortunately, it'd have to be Charizard again, because Charizard has the most options as far as that, because Infernape doesn't have a good G-Max. Actually, you can't even get Infernape in Scarlet and Violet. Sword and Shield. And then, like, Z crystals, it doesn't really matter. All of them have different Z crystals, but I believe Charizard, again, has one specifically for it. I don't know what I would do there, because then we got Armor Rouge and Ceruledge, which don't have crystals for them. Well, actually, now I think about it, it'd just be a fire crystal for them, so it doesn't really matter what my ace would be if we were in the Alolan region. If we're in Scarlet, I don't like Terrestrialization. It's probably the stupidest mechanic they've introduced. I didn't even use it throughout 90% of the gameplay. The only time I used the Terrestrialization is when it made me do it at the Blueberry Academy. Because that's one of the things you have to do to get Blueberry points to unlock all the starters. It's the only time that I ever used that mechanic, and that's because I absolutely had to. That is by far the dumbest mechanic that they've introduced. I did not like Terrestrialization. I love the fact that they brought back Mega. Mega is the best one. Nothing beats Mega Evolution. Because it's a change to the Pokemon's looks, and it's a stat boost. They still keep the same moves and everything. The Z Crystals, they literally just change whatever move into a different type of move. And it's the same across the board. So, just to give you an example, if we're going to make something up here, let's say the Fire Crystal turns every single fire ability in the game, not attack, ability, into, I don't know, let's just call it Hades Flames. It turns every single fire ability into Hades Flames. G-Max does the exact same thing. The only difference is the Pokemon is bigger. It does exactly the same thing as the Z Crystals do. Exactly. as far as moves are concerned. And then, kind of like Mega Evolution, only certain ones got special G-Max form. So, I would much rather. So, the order of mechanic that I actually like Mega Stones are the best. G-Max is pretty good. Then I would take Z Crystals next, and then Terrestrialization would be at the bottom. Like, I couldn't stand Terrestrialize. It was so dumb. Especially when you're dealing with gym leaders that specialize in a type, and Terrestrialization's purpose is to change the type, but it changes it into what they're weak against. It was like, wait, what? So you're, instead of having a, let's say that the grass trainer, instead of taking his grass type and terrestrializing it into something that is actually strong against fire, like say water, they're taking, say, a water type. Yeah, I'll say it that way. They're taking like a water type, which is strong against fire, and terrestrializing it into a grass type, which is weak against fire. Like, what? That mechanic was so dumb. I could not stand it. I literally did not care about terrestrialization. And they didn't have a mechanic. Well, they had the strong versus fast.